Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Bismillah, alhamdulillah, salatu wassalamu ala rasulillah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. So we're back with another video with verb conjugation. And we are today in Baab Nasara and Mithaal. Mithaal is also called Mu'tal al-Fa. So this is Fi'l Mujarrad Thulathi. That is number one. So we are still in three-letter verbs, right? Three-letter verbs, three original letters. And then waznu fa'ala yaf'ulu, and we are still again the one represents Bab Nasara 1 and 5, and this is Mu'tal al-Fa, that is Mithal. It's called Mithal. So what is Mithal? Mithal is the first letter is a waw or a ya. So now we are in the weak verbs, and little bit tricky these verbs are, right? So Mu'tal al-Fa, Mu'tal al-Ain, and Mu'tal al-Lam. So Mu'tal al-Fa is called Mithal, Ajwaf, and Naqis. So Fa is easier, then Ajwaf is a little difficult, and Naqis is the most difficult in all these situations. Okay, so we are in Mu'tal al-Fa now. And Bab Nasra. So Mu'tal al-Fa, the most common one is Wawi. So Misal Wawi. So we'll call this Misal Wawi. Why will we call it Misal Wawi? Because this has a waw in the beginning. If it's a yai, we'll call it Mithal Yai. This is rare, huh? Yai. I don't know the spelling. Maybe like this, Yai. Mithal Wawi and Misal Yai. Okay, this is called Mithal Wawi because this has a waw in the beginning. So this is which Bab? Bab Nasara. And Bab Nasara is rare again. Right? Bab Nasara in Mithal Wawi is where? Mithal Wawi is rare. Is there? This is rare. What is common is daraba, like wa'ada, ya'idu, wa'ada, ya'idu. So this is daraba, right? You have a fatha here, and this gets a kasra. So fatha to kasra. But Nasara has fatha to dhamma. Fatha to dhamma. So remember a rule. If the mudari has kasra on the ain kalima, you will drop the waw, because for weak letters, for weak verbs, always remember waw plus kasra is impossible, right? Waw plus kasra before letter having a kasra is difficult. Yeah, they don't hate it, they're enemies. And similarly, ya plus dhamma or dhamma plus ya, whatever, dhamma is what? Enemies again. So wa'ada, these three letters, right? How do you make it mudari? Yaw'idu. So this waw, after that a kasra has come, right? It's so bad. Waw and kasra, nope, you drop the waw. So waw runs away. That's why it's weak, because it becomes ya'idu. It becomes ya'idu. We'll learn when we come for Bab Daraba, inshallah ta'ala. But waw plus kasra is not good, and ya plus dhamma is also not good. Wa'ada yaw'idu, because it's so difficult. Yaw'idu. So they drop the waw. For everything else except this kasra thing, for everything else, don't drop the waw. Right? Like this verb here. Wajala. Bab Nasara, right? Wajala. Wajala has a fatha on the ain kalima, the middle letter. So you want to make, this is Nasara. Nasara yansuru, right? Nasara yansuru. So yawjulu. What do you have before the ya? It's a fatha. So fatha is cool. I mean, you need not drop the waw. And what do you have after the waw? It has a dhamma. Right? So waw is not dropped here. Don't drop the waw. And this is rare anyways. So most of the time, if you want to remember golden rule, you drop waw all the time. I mean, most of the time you drop the waw. Okay, you drop the waw most of the time, because generally they will have a kasra. Walaja yaliju, wa'ada ya'idu. And even a fatha also, like waw with a fatha is difficult to pronounce. I mean, it's an exception, but fathas also you don't drop the waw, except for waw. There's some exceptional 6 verbs like that. Like wada'a, yawda'u was the literal thing. The rule should be it has a fatha after that, so you don't drop, but it's an exception. There are like 6 verbs like that, which is an exception where you drop the waw. We drop the. So what I'm trying to tell you is waw should be dropped in majority of the cases. Majority of the cases, drop the waw. If you remember that, that's enough. But if you want to go into details, then you should know if it's a kasra, that is the only place. Ain kalima is maksur, that is kasra. That is the only place where waw is dropped. In the mudave, we are talking about mudave, not the madi. That's the only place kasra is dropped. But here we won't go into all that, inshallah. We'll come back to all of this when we do bab daraba in mithal. Right? We are not concerned about these things. What we are concerned is here we don't drop it. So wajala. Wajala is to be fearful, right? You're filled with fear. Wajala. So he was filled with fear. So wajala. Wajalahu ghalabahu fil wajali ayil khawfi. Wajal is, shivering, if so much. It comes in the Quran. La tawjal. Don't fear. Don't tremble. Don't become so fearful. La tuhdhafu waw al-fi'li fil mudari wa la tuqlabu fil amri. So he says in this, the waw al-fi'l is not dropped. And the waw is not dropped. And it's not changed in the amr also. And the master is what? Wajlun. Wajl. And ismul fa'il is wajil. Ismul fa'il is what? Wajil. And ismul maf'ul mawjul. Mawjul, who's fearful. A lot fearful. Okay. Okay, let's see the conjugation. So wajala. Mithaal is called Mithaal. Why is it called Mithaal? Because it's similar to the Salim verb or the Sahih verb. Right? We divided the verbs into 2 parts, right? One is Sahih and another is Mu'tal. We did all the 5 Sahih ones. Sahih had 5. One was Salim. Then we have Muda'af. Then Mahmuz al-Fa, Ain and Lam. Right? 5 of them. That's all called as Sahih. So we have Sahih Salim, Sahih Muda'af, Sahih Mahmuz al-Fa, Sahih Mahmuz al-Ain, and Sahih Mahmuz al-Lam. You can watch the previous videos for that. And now we are in Mu'tal. Mu'tal also has 5. Mu'tal al-Fa, Mu'tal al-Ain, Mu'tal al-Lam, Lafif, Lafif Makrun, Lafif Makhruq. These are the 5. Okay, so we're still in Bab Nasara. So wajala, to be fearful. Wajala is to be fearful. Wajala, then how do you say? Let's write it down. Madi. Wajala. And how do you say huma? Simple. Wajala, add an alif. Right? This is called aliful muthanna. I keep repeating this all the time because just by watching the videos, you should get used to it, insha'Allah ta'ala. In the Quran, wajala, I'm looking, it has come many times. Yeah. Wajilat khulubuhum. Innamal mu'minuna alladhina idha dhukira Allahu wajilat khulubuhum. But notice this is wajila. Wajila yawjalu. Wajila. So wajila is also used. Huh? Wajila is also used. Okay, wajila. Wajilat khulubuhum. So both are used. Wajala and wajila. Okay. Wajala. Wajila. Yeah, wajila. Yawjalu is also used. Wajala is also used. So some babs, this is Bab Nasara also. Wajala yawjulu as well as wajila yawjalu. So in the Quran, we've used only wajila is used. Wajila yawjalu. This is not used in the Quran. This one is not used. قالوا لا توجل إنا نبشرك بغلام عليم. Yeah, wajila is used. So even if you don't remember this, wajala yawjulu, you should remember wajila yawjalu. Bab Sami'a is used. Wajilun. It has been used 5 times in the Quran. Wajilat, wajilatun. وَالَّذِينَ يُؤْتُونَ مَا آتَوْا قُلُوبُهُمْ وَجِلَةٌ. Who give sadaqah and or zakah and their hearts are very fearful. So extreme fearfulness, yeah. It's called wajila. So, okay. So this is, don't remember this one. You have to remember wajila yawjalu. Sami'a isma'u, wajila yawjalu. Wajila yawjalu is not used in the Quran from what I can see. All right. So wajala. Oh, if you want to remember wajila. Right? And then hum is what? Wajilu. You add a waw. And then you add an alif, right? Alif for protection. And then here will be wajilat, wajilata, and then wajilna. From here it's easy, right? I won't repeat Keep repeating all the time because you need to practice this. Wajalta or wajilta. Here we gave wajalta. Wajalta, wajaltuma, wajaltum, wajalti, wajaltuma, wajaltunna, wajaltu, wajalna. Like I feared wajaltu shadidan. No need to say shadidan. Wajaltu from something. Wajaltu min al asad. Right? I was extremely fearful of the lion. Or wajiltu. We can use wajala or wajila. Okay, wajaltu, wajalna. Very simple. There's no changes at all here. Notice if you just take Nasara and just replace the letters from Nasara to wajala, you'll get the same result. So wajala, wajala, wajalu, wajalat, wajalata, wajalna, wajalta, wajaltuma, wajaltum, wajalti, wajaltuma, wajaltunna, wajaltu, wajalna. You should get used to it by now. Madi. Mudari is also same. There's no change at all. So alhamdulillah, there's no problem in this. You don't drop the wow. Why are we not dropping the wow here? Why not yajulu? Because wow after that dhamma has come. I mean dhamma and wow are best buddies, yeah, best friends. You don't drop wow here. You drop only when kasra comes after it, right? When kasra comes. So yawjulu. The conjugation is very similar. Again, yawjulu, yawjulani, like yansuru, yansura. There's no dropping at all. Yawjulu, yawjulani, yawjuluna, tawjulu, tawjulani, yawjulna. And then tawjulu, tawjulani, tawjuluna, tawjilina, tawjulani, tawjulna, awjulu, nawjulu. No changes at all again. No changes at all. Yawjulu, yawjulani, yawjuluna. I mean, you can try again. So what are the yawjulu is huwa, right? Yawjulu. And then yawjulani. Just add ani to for huma. They both are fearful. Yawjuluna. They all are fearful. And then what? She is ta will come, right? In the beginning. Tawjulu. Tawjulani. And then yawjulna. You'll just add a noon. For hunna, you'll just add a noon. And then tawjulu. Tawjulu. Tawjulani. And then tawjuluna. Very simple. There's no changes. So you can blindly do this. Tawjulina. Don't drop the wow here. Why are we not dropping? Because after the wow, there's dhamma. And then tawjulani. And then tawjulna. Because all second person will have ta in the beginning. Yeah? Ta, 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 ta. And then awjulu, I am fearful. Or awjulu. And nawjulu. Nawjulu. To be fearful. Okay. How do you make passive? No changes at all. We give a dhamma to the first letter and kasra, right? Wujila, wujila, wajala, wujila, and then you conjugate it similarly. Wujila, wujila, wujilu, wujilat, wujilata, wujilna, wujilta. Similar, right? There's no changes. Wujiltuma, wujiltum, wujilti, wujiltuma, wujiltunna, wujiltu, wujilna. And then yawjulu. How do we make mudare? Yawjulu. How do we make mudare? Yawjulu. So for mudare, you have to give. Oh, this is yawjulu. Give a fatha. Yawjulu. For mudare, we have to give the first letter dhamma, right? Or even in the madi, we give a first letter, and the second last should get a fatha. Yujalu. Yujalu. The last letter will keep it the same. Yujalu. Right? This is how we form yujalu. And then you conjugate similar. Yujalu, yujalani, yujaluna, tujalu, and then tujalani, yujalna, and then tujalu, tujalani, tujaluna, tujalina, tujalani, tujalna, ujalu, ujalu. I'm being feared. Ujalu. How do you make amr? Amr is simple. You just take the madi, mudare, you chop the ta and give sukun. Now we'll look at the second letter. Is it a sukun? So you have to bring a hamza. And we look, if it's dhamma, we give dhamma. If it's fatha kasra, we give kasra. Ujul, right? Ujul, fear. Ujula, ujulu, ujili, ujula, ujulna. Same thing, right? Chop this and chop this. Ujuli and ujula. Chop, chop. Ujul. No, we don't chop here. We don't chop the noon here. It will become ujulna. Similar, right? Like Nasara. If you're able to do Nasara, you can do this one also. There's no changes at all. One thing which we have learned is don't drop the wow here, right? Don't drop the wow. So Mithaal is very Mithaal. Mithaal is like similar to Sahih Salim. Sahih Salim. And so Masdar is wajl and wajil and mawjul. Again, You need not remember this word. The verb which is used in the Quran is wajila. Wajila yawjalu. Bab sami'a. Wajila yawjalu. Wajila yawjalu. Okay, so this is what we learned about Mithaal of Baab Nasara. Again, Baab Nasara in Mithaal is rare, right? You need not practice this at all, right? But we are covering all the 154 types, right? There are 154 types in all the verbs, 154. So inshallah, that's why we're covering all of them, whatever is given in the book. So let's go back to our table. Yeah, we've done this, we've done this, we've done this. Mahmouz Alam, we've done this. We did this one today. 115. We did this one today. 115. We have more 2 babs in Bab Nasara, and then we'll be done with Nasara. Inshallah. We have Mu'tal al-Ain and Mu'tal al-Lam. Okay. We'll be done. Then we'll go to Bab Daraba. Daraba, all these, the 9 of them in Daraba. The 9 of them, except Mahmouz al-Lam, we have all of them. And then we'll go to Bab Fataha. And then Kaduma is rare. You need not even study this. This is rare. This is rare. But we'll cover them, obviously. We'll cover all of them. And this is important. Only 4 of them are important in the Mujarrad Sulathi. In what? Mujarrad Sulathi. Only 4 of them are important. Once we finish all of them till 167, we'll go and do Mazid Sulati. Mazid have all of them, right? Fa'ala has all 10. Fa'ala all 10. Af'ala, tafa'ala all 10. Tafa'ala all 10. From 7 onwards, 2 are missing. Mahmuz al-Lam and Mafruq is missing. And Ifta'ala all 10. If'alla only 3, right? Because very rare. You need not even study this. Right? If'alla is rare. And If'awala is also rare. Istafala all 10. We'll cover all of them. Inshallah ta'ala. Then we'll go to 4 letter verbs. Inshallah ta'ala. So we've done Kataba yaktubu, Madda yamuddu, Akala yakulu, Akhada yakhudu, Hana'a yahnu in our last video. And now we did Wajala yawjulu. Wajala yawjulu. Then we have same thing, same concept with Wajala yawjulu. Same thing, Mithal yai. There's no change at all. Yamana. Right? Yamana. That means blessed. Like Yamanahu kana mubarakan alayhi. He was blessed on him. Yamanallahu fulanan. Allah blessed someone. Ja'alahu mubarakan. He made him mubarak. La tuhdhafu ya'ul fi'l fil mudari wa la tuqlabu fil. Same, no concept change at all. So let's try blindly. Instead of practice, let's try blindly without, don't look at this table. We'll check it at the end. So let's start here over here. Even I'm not looking. So what is this? Nasara. So Yamana, Nasara, Yamana. And then how would you say Huma, Yamana, and Hum, Yamanu. And then, by the way, don't get confused with this ya. You might think it's present tense. It's not present tense. Again, this is a rare bab. And this bab, you need not even study. Yamana, if you're a basic student of Arabic. But for advanced students, we'll study everything. Yamana, Yamana, Yamanu, and then Yamanat. Ya will be Yamanat, right? Yamanat, and then Yamanata. And then last one is also a noon. So maybe it is Yamanna. Yeah, we'll join all of both 2 noons. Yamanna. And then Yamanta. I'm not checking the answers, I'm just guessing. And then Yamantuma and all that. Right? We need not do the rest because it's the same. Ta tuma tum ti tuma tunna yamanta yamantuma yamantum yamanti yamantuma yamantunna yamantu yamanna. In Madi, even if you do 5, that's all you can do automatically. So Yamana, it's correct. This is correct. Then Yamana, correct. Yamanu, correct. Yamanat, yes, correct. Yamanata, yes, correct. And then Yamanna, yes, Yamanna. They all blessed. Yamanta, you blessed. Yeah, similar. Yamantuma, Yamantum. So all are correct. Alhamdulillah. Let's try to make this passive now. Yamana. So first letter Dhamma and second last should get a kasra. Yumina. And then the conjugation is similar. If you Yumina, Yuminu, Yuminat, you can Yuminita, Yuminna. So Yumina is correct. Yeah. This is how we made passive. Okay, now how about mudare? From yamana, I want to make mudare. So I'll first bring a ya, and then nasara yansuru, yansuru. This is nasara, right? So yan, so yai, I'll give a sukun to the second letter. Yai munu, yai munu. Yaimunu, yaimunani. Don't drop the ya, because yas are never dropped in Mithaal. Yas are never dropped in Mithaal. Okay. Yamana, yaimunu. And then yaimunu, yaimunani, yaimununa, and all that. Taimunu, taimunani, yaimunna. See? Yaimunu, yaimunani, yaimununa. Taimunu, taimunani, yaimunna. Taimunu, right? Anta, you are blessing someone. Huh? Taimunu, taimunani, taimununa, and then taimunina, taimunani, taimunna, aimunu, naimunu, aimunu, naimunu. Don't drop the yas, because only wow is dropped, and that too when it is daraba, bab daraba, daraba yadribu. If it has a kasra, that's why we drop, because after wow a kasra is not allowed. And there are 6 verbs which are an exception, like wada'a, yada'u. It has a wow or fatha, still it is dropped. 6 verbs are exceptions for that. And then yaimunu, how do you make it passive now? Okay, I want to make this passive. Yui, yui, and second last should get a fatha. Yuimanu, right? Yuimanu. See, yuimanu, and then you conjugate similarly. Yuimanu, yuiman, yuimanani, yuimanuna, tuimanu, tuimanani, yuimanna. And then tuimanu, right? Anta will be what? Tuimanu. And then all that, tuimanu, tuimanani, tuimanuna, tuimanina, tuimanani, tuimanna, uimanu, noimanu. And I want to make this, what do you want? This majhul. So I chop this and chop this. I cannot pronounce this because the ya has a sukun, right? So I'll bring uiman. I'll bring a hamza and become what? Oh, oh, this is a fatha, right? Mim has a fatha. So we'll bring iman, right? It should be iman. Why am I giving it a kasra? Because the ain kalima, the second last, the ain kalima, the middle letter has a fatha. So anytime it's fatha or a kasra, we give a kasra. If it's a dhamma, give dhamma. Iman, right? It should be iman, from what I understand, right? Oh, sorry. I'm wrong. This is incorrect. It should not be iman. Oh, sorry. This is incorrect. Because I said yuimanu. It's actually yuimunu. I made a mistake. Because I took the passive to do this. This is passive. Yuimanu is passive. I should not take this. I should take yaimunu. Right? I should take this one. So taimunu. Taimunu. And then this is nasara. So you chop this, and this is with dhamma. Uimun. 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 Bless someone. Uimun. I mean, you won't bless. It's Allah who blesses, but just to learn the verb. Uimun. Uimun. Uimuna. Uimunu. Uimuni. Uimuna. Uimunna. And all. Now I want to make, these are the 3 letters. Yamana. Yamana. This is Nasara, right? Yamana. Yansuru. Yaimunu. So Yamana. I want to make ismul fa'il. So fa'il is in the pattern of fa'il. First is fa'il. So ya min. Right? Yamin. Blesser. So ismul fa'il is yamin. Yes. Ismul maf'ul should be Maimun. Oh, the name Maimun. The blessed one. Oh, this is how it is formed. Maimun. Here. Maimun. Maimun is the Khalifa, right? Maimun. Oh, is it Mamun? I think it's Mamun. Khalifa. It's not Maimun. Khalifa Mamun. Yeah, it's Mamun. Amina Yamanu. To be safe. Someone says it's Ma'mun. Oh, not Maimun. Okay. But Maimun, if you put someone's name, that means it's his blessed child. Maimun. Is it someone's name? Maimun. Maimuna. Oh, the name Maimuna comes from this, right? Maimuna. Maimuna bint al-Harith. Radiallahu anha. Maimun ibn Mihran. Maimun is used. Small maful. And masal is Yaman Oh, sorry, not Yaman. Yamnun and Maymana. Ashabul Maymanati, the people of the right hand. Maymana is also right. Maymana. Okay. All right. So I hope you've understood Mithal. Wawi in Bab Nasara. Mithal Wawi as well as Yai. This is Yai. So now it'll be a little tricky here and there, inshallah. But today we learned there's no tricks at all. It's all the same. You just need to, you need not drop anything. Just think of Nasara and just apply it here to all these letters. There's no changes at all. When will the changes come? Inshallah, when we come to Bab Daraba. Inshallah ta'ala. Next class we'll do Ajwaf. Right? Next class we'll do Ajwaf. Right? 116. So 115, 2, and 116 we'll do the next two, inshallah ta'ala. Let's practice some. We want Mithal Wawi, right? And Bab, which Bab do you want? Mithal Wawi. This is Safatul Masadir, by the way. I keep opening this, right? We want Nasara. Oh, even he didn't even give Nasara because it's so rare. He didn't even give Nasara in Mithal Wawi. Cool. No need to practice. Let's see Yai. Does he give Nasara in it? There's no Nasara in Yai also. He didn't give because it's so rare. We did not even practice it. So what we learned today, you can forget. Yeah. There's no need to understand this. But inshallah, I'll help you for complete understanding. Even this verb, the more common is used as wajila yawjalu. Yawjalu instead of wajala, yawjulu. And this is also rare, but you can remember Maimuna. How did the name come? Maimuna. Inshallah ta'ala. Barakallahu feekum. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdik. Ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.